Hello, everybody. Welcome. This is Echoes Arise Oracle Readings with a little moon magic in the gardens. Okay, so in today's reading, we have a lovely message coming through about the hidden power of your shadow. It's a message from your ancestors. So I have already recorded all of the piles, and I'm going to tell you they're a little lengthy, but they're lovely. And I just kind of want to introduce you to what you have to choose from. We're going to be choosing by deck to get into your readings. I'll show you a card, and hopefully that will help you guide you in. And other than that, this is the Moon and Star Tarot, and that is by Jayne Wallace. This is what I am going to pronounce as the CHIBI Tarot. And other than it's by Ulysses Press, I don't know who to tell you made the deck, because that's all it says. And then finally, we have the Fairy Tarot, and that's by Radleigh, Valentine. So your signifying card at random for this is the 8 of Cups. And it says introspection. Group 1 is 8 of Cups. Okay. And then for group 2, we have the Queen of Pentacles. Trying not to have a glare for you. The Queen of Pentacles for group 2. And finally for group 3, Queen of Summer, which is the Queen of Cups. All right. So there you have your choices. If you want to stay for the part where we put your piles together, that's going to be immediately following this. If not, go ahead down below into the description box and you can go straight to your piles. All right, let's get into this. I can't wait for you guys. I hope you enjoy. Thank you. Hey, everybody. Okay, so this is the part we're going to put your oracle cards together with your groups. And then that will just share your energy if you so choose to stay and do that. Or you can go ahead down to the description box below and go straight to your readings. Okay, so we're going to just go through and get a few, well, quite a few, I guess, is what I heard during meditation, of these oracle cards. These ones here are going to describe to me your personality, and that's kind of going to be like an energy check so that we know that you're in the right pile, or you know you're in the right pile. All right, so all right, let me just tap into the ancestors of you guys. All right, Spirit, for the collective, can we please get the cards we need for the best descriptive reading about this hidden power of their shadow? All right, thank you, Spirit. Oh, I felt that one. And this one. And this one. Come here. All right, that's one. And like I said, oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, and this one. Thank you. And this one. Okay. And that one. Wow. I like that. I like it when it goes like that. I really do. Next deck. All right, so thank you, Spirit. Okay. Is that one? Oh, there's 2 there. Okay. And there's 2 there. Wow. They were ready. I mean, I'm telling you guys, they have been ready. I just had to sit and meditate on it so that I knew exactly how we were going to do this. Because in fact, I had prepared this with, this was a deck, but the other 2 were not. And I had my other the thing I was recording on previously kind of like crapped the bucket. So thanks, Mercury retrograde. And so I had to meditate and see if I was even to do this. Because, you know, never know sometimes. And yes, oh yes, but I was drawn to these two decks instead. So there you go. There you have it. And yes, ancestors are here. All right, ancestors, let's get some messages for the collective of our groups, please and thank you. All right. Thank you so much. Appreciate you all. So appreciate you guys. All right, 2 more. Thank you. And thank you. Moving right along. 2 more decks. All right. Let me see. All right. All right, Spirit. Ooh, 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 ooh. There we go. Fixed it. Thank you. Getting the messages for our lovely, 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 not that one, this one, groups. Thank you so much, Spirit. Okay. Okay. One more. Okay, right here, this bottom one. Thank you so much. And finally, for the oracles. And then we will, like I said previously, if you watched the intro, we will do the live draws of the tarot after we go into these here oracles. Okay. I just felt like saying, but boom. One more shuffle I heard. Okay. And I just want to do it backwards. All right. Here we go, Spirit. Collective reading on the hidden power of the shadow side. What do you got to tell them, dear ancestors? What do you have to tell my lovely little moonbeams about this? No. Thank you. And no. Yes, this one. Thank you. Oh, that was great, guys. All right, so let's just kind of pretty them up a little bit. There we go. And set them on top of your decks. And like I said, we will go ahead and pull the tarot in, excuse me, oh my, in the reading. Okay, there is group number 1. Now for group 2. And I really do think that it matters. You know, I get to connect with your energy a little bit, which helps me. And then, you know, you being here is kind of like, you know, just by watching this, it sets an intention out to the universe that you're here, and then your energy gets in it, I think. I mean, I really, really, really believe that is true. But, you know, it's not like you can't get the right message if you don't come and stay for this part. It is what it is. You guys do you. Oh, I'm excited about getting into this. I mean, the lights are going off. Woohoo. That means they're here. They're ready to tell you all about whatever they got to say. And there's group number 3. All right, everybody. Like I said, now group 1 will lead right into it. And other than that, I will see you all in your readings. Have the light on. Hi, everybody. Welcome. If you chose this lovely tarot deck called the Moon and Stars Tarot, then this is going to be your reading on the shadow, the hidden power of your shadow side being a message from your lovely ancestors. Okay, I'm going to set your tarot deck over here for now, and we're going to get into the oracle cards. So first we're going to do these, and these are supposed to help me identify your personality. So if it sounds like you, then this is going to be your reading. And if, if it sounds something like you or whatever, you'll know. If not, then maybe you'll want to check one of the other piles. Okay? All right, group 1. So first we have the God card. Wow. Pretty cool. Huh. So you have the light attribute that says benevolence and compassion, recognizing the eternal force within yourself and others. Shadow attributes is despotism and cruelty, using power to control people. So let's look at it one more time. All right. It's God card. Then we have, wow, that's cool. So this deck came with 6 blank cards, and I made the very first one the blank ruin card. And what I wrote for light attributes is enters the void to heal the shadow in order to discover hidden truths or untapped potential, waiting to be awakened and be harnessed. Okay. And then for the shadow side of that, I wrote remains in denial of a shadow. Chaos, self-sabotage, fear, resistance, or perhaps repression of going through the soul's transformation to heal. Okay. Okay. Resistance to such. So that's my little card I made. Okay. And then gossip. We haven't had any in reverse. So that's kind of cool. The light attributes say awakens consideration for the feelings of others, honoring trust. Shadow attributes thrives on power of passing on private or secret information, betraying confidences. Yeah, that would, huh? All right, let me just fill these out here. So the God card to me, it kind of represents the divine, the higher power, the source of all creation, God. Makes me feel that you are perhaps a deeply spiritual person and you're just seeking the connection to God, source, the creator, whatever. We're going to call it source the rest of the time, but you can relate to the creator however you wish. Okay, so you just might be searching for the meaning of or purpose in life, I just felt. Yeah. In some cases, it feels like the shadow may be associated with your divinity or divine in others. Okay, so that might make you feel a little afraid of your own power, but, Okay, so that was very few, I felt like, but I wanted to say that because it came up. All right, so with the blank ruin, to me, of course, since I made it, it represents the unknown, the potential, the mystery of life, okay? I'm sensing you have been feeling lost or uncertain about the direction you're headed in life recently, I think at one time you were really open to new experiences, and now maybe you're looking for guidance and direction, because like one time you just knew what to do, and all of a sudden you just, I don't know, I feel the sense that you have to get guidance and direction from someone else. Oh, now this might be associated with fears of the unknown, or even in some cases, your own potential for greatness frightens you. And that could, you know, cause some to be afraid to change or have taken risks. That's for sure. It could. And then with gossip, I feel that. Hold on. Oh, let's see. I'm tapping into this really, really deep sense of like, it kind of represents communication, connection, exchanging of information. Okay. I think you might be somebody who really enjoys talking to others, a great communicator. I bet you'd even be interested in things like social events or current events and social issues. Okay. More than likely, you're really good at networking and building relationships. Okay. Now for the other part of you, I'm feeling that you don't like to talk. So there is definitely two groups in this one. All right. That's the first that this has happened yet. Okay. So in some cases, I was sensing there may be even a fear of intimacy, or can't take the feeling of being vulnerable. Okay. So yeah, that's what I'm gotten from all of those. So like, let's put those all together. Let me think. I sense that with all of these, especially these three, I think a good description of your personality is that you're a complex, multifaceted individual. I think you're spiritual, open-minded, and great at getting through to anybody you talk to. You're really trying to connect with Source and to find the meaning and purpose in not only your life, but perhaps like life in general. You're very, very, very much so wish to understand the unknown. I think you could be very open to new experiences and possibilities, but you still have that sense of like looking for guidance and direction instead of trusting how you feel inside. Now, this is interesting. I just got this feeling that not all, actually not quite a few of you, just very little, some of you may be dealing with some challenges in your life right now. Like, I just had this heavy, deep feeling of being lost or like totally uncertain about a direction to go in. So like, there's that sense of looking for guidance and support that's come in from, so yeah, that's what I think, from within you, you know. However, now, your ancestors just stated that you are strong, you're a resilient person, and you have the potential to overcome any challenge that you ever face. I was just shown this perfect 2.5 kids, white picket fence house, and like the most perfect couple standing out there with them. And for me, that really, really feels like they want me to say that, you know, you are meant to create a fulfilling and meaningful life. Okay? Yeah, so your ancestors are definitely encouraging you to embrace your unique personality and use your strengths to create the life that's true for you, because you are a powerful, capable individual and you have the potential to create great things. Woohoo! That's lovely. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, so let's see what these say. Okay, so if, like I said, if that sounds like you, then this is your reading. If not, you might want to check one of the other piles and see if, and maybe there just isn't one for you if you don't resonate with any of the personalities, but you know better than me, like I said. So let's see. Okay, these are for that. There, here. Let's do these. Okay. Oh my goodness, this is a good card. Agape. I hope I'm saying that right too. Agape. Yeah. That's like hidden power. Yeah, you got like unconditional love and you're connected. Oh, no way. No way. Animal Monday too. These are two super powerful cards, like spiritual cards, in this deck. Wow. Look at that. Hey, look at this. This is the same candle. This candle right here is this candle right here. That's cool. I'm noticing Saturn for some reason bamming right in my face. So, and then the sun and the North Node. But yeah, Saturn like slapped me. Then I see Neptune, Uranus, Mercury, the Moon, Pluto. I think everybody's almost there, actually. Okay. This is an awesome card. Oh my goodness. I just love it. I just love it. Okay. Let's see. Let's go ahead and just get them all out. It might be a little easier. So then we have security. I love, look at, there's a little cave drawing. That's from your ancestors. Woolly mammoth. Security, it says. Oh, beautiful. And also, whoa, power. The raw potential of power. Absolutely, guys. And then we also have now Turtle. Oh, he's a cute little turtle. It's a good card. Yes, it is. Slow and steady wins the race, probably. Oh, that's lovely. Oh, you guys are awesome. And the deer. That's just gentle and patient. And I see like both of them with green. I mean, that's love from your heart chakra. A lot of green in this and this I'm noticing now. And even their faces are green in the gossip card. Interesting. Very interesting, I say. All right. And now, finally, we have, I'm going to do this like that so maybe you can see them all. These here. We have passion. Ah, passion. She looks like she's spiritual or something, you know? Like princess even. Yeah. Passion. Passionate about the things you do. And then we also have, oh, she's got a halo. Then we have the card of guilt. Guilt. Okay, my puppy is needing to go out, I think. So I'm going to pause you right here. Hold on real quick. I am so sorry. All right, he wouldn't get up, so we're going to continue. All right, here we go. So, agape. Let me hold this. Agape. It feels different than it usually does for me. I'm totally feeling like you underestimate your capacity for unconditional love and compassion. Like you need to go and explore the parts of yourself that you judge or reject. You know, there is, I guess, okay, so that's it. You have some wounded, vulnerable parts of you that either you deemed or somebody told you to deem unlovable. And that's not true. Every part of you is lovable. So embrace your shadow with self-compassion and acceptance. That'll allow you to heal and integrate all those aspects. And that'll also unlock a bunch of love that's inside of you just waiting to get out. And then by offering that to yourself and to others, you're going to get like unconditional love back, forgiveness, and understanding. And then you can transform that hidden power of your shadow into a force of healing and connection. And that's where that would be all interconnected. Yeah, I like it. And then this beautiful, beautiful Anima Monday. I'm going to show it to you one more time. Look at that beautiful card. Isn't it so awesome? I think it is. It says there's a hidden power of your shadow that lies in the connection to the natural world. Okay? It's the deeper wisdom inside, you know? Your ancestors say to explore the aspects of yourself that you have hidden and suppressed, okay? The parts that are raw, wild, and untamed. Embrace that self. Acknowledge its presence. Allow yourself to tap into it and get a bunch of intuitive guidance of the ancient knowledge. Oh, yeah. And then by honoring all living beings, you can gain a deeper understanding of your place in the world and the hidden strengths that lie within you. Because there you are, right there. And you're just tapping into all of that good stuff. Absolutely. Diamond in the rough, I heard. Okay, cool. Where do I want to go next? And by the way, the dog, I hope he doesn't bother you. He is my service dog. He is always in here with me. And some days is better than others for him. So let's hope he's a good boy today. All right, I think I want to go here. I love this. I just love that. I want to show you again. See that? And like this night sky and like, you know, just space. This one makes me feel like, and I don't know. And this just feels so connected to this, your ancestors. This card says to me that you have a need for stability and protection. Okay, you have to feel safe. You have to feel that, and it signifies the importance of, if you create strong foundations and you actually feel grounded in your physical and emotional and spiritual well-being. The ancestors seem to feel that that is essential for you to establish your sense of security in every area of your life, okay? Such as, not limited to, but including perhaps relationships, finances, even your personal boundaries. Absolutely. Definitely. Don't be afraid to have those, because you gotta keep your energy safe too. They're encouraging you to take practical steps, okay? They want you to create a stable and nurturing environment for yourself and those around you. You know? I feel like, yeah, like the warmth, just you're protected, you know, because the animals won't come around with the fire. Yeah. And that leads us right to power. I have to flow right into that, because it's just saying that your inner strength, your personal empowerment, you know, you have the ability to manifest all of your desires. Excuse me. I am so sorry. Maybe you have to talk. Maybe you're holding stuff in because I am having some throat chakra issues. Excuse me. Yes, you have to be able to say how you feel for sure. But let me get back to what they were saying something. Your connection to your own personal power, and it's there to show you your own strengths, your own skills, your own talents. This card deeply makes me feel like you need to so embrace your unique gifts. You have some kind of unique gifts and abilities, you know, to step into that position of influence and an authority. That's what I heard. Yeah, buddy, step up, do your thing. Your ancestors just said they want you to be reminded that you have the power to create positive change, overcome the obstacles, and achieve your goals. No doubt. You have all of that ability. You can do it, and don't let anybody tell you you can't. I have this horrible sense that somebody out there was just, I send you light and love. I really do. I unfortunately do know how it is to be put down and just tried to be shoved under. And that's just because they got their own problems. They're not confident in themselves, and they feel better when they hurt others for some reason. And we just have to send them all love too. We really do. You just have to forgive, because you don't know what was put onto them, right? All right. I think that's where we're going to come here next. I was debating, but I think I'll do this. So the turtle. I definitely feel like the groundedness comes from the turtle, you know? And I feel like patience. And, you know, with that hard shell, protection. So, yeah. Just like the other cards seem to be stating, you know, this is your hidden power of your shadow. It lies in the ability for you to slow things down and find the stability within yourself, okay? And when you do that, I just heard I clearly heard that you, from your lovely ancestors, they say for you to embrace the qualities of patience, perseverance, and explore the depths of your shadow self. They're encouraging you highly to create a safe, grounded space for self-reflection, okay? Allowing you to just go real deep into your subconscious, and therefore that'll uncover the hidden truths that you perhaps have repressed. I just heard. Yeah. This could be a little, it could be a little traumatizing. But, I don't mean traumatizing, but it's going to bring up some uncomfortable feelings. More than likely. I heard more than likely. So, you got to uncover those though, and you have to embrace the energy of the turtle, or by embracing, I should say, you'll be able to navigate this with grace and come out the other side with all the wisdom and just be ultimately feeling great. And there's such, you know how, like sea turtles especially, they have such longevity, and they're hundreds of years old sometimes, I hear. And then there's this beautiful little filly. Well, Joe. So she's definitely like graceful, and I'm even getting like intuitive off of her. And like I said earlier, gentle. So for the context of your hidden power here with the deer, I think that means you need to embrace that vulnerability and the sensitivity. Perhaps you just kind of like don't do that. You know, you're like, oh, no, we don't want to admit that. But you have to. They are encouraging you by showing this card to explore that delicate and tender aspect of your shadow. And then inviting the healing and the growth through that compassion that you're going to have through going through this one, you know. Use the two of them in tandem here. Yeah. Hear your ancestors lovingly say for you to trust your instincts and your intuition as you navigate this shadow realm. You know, you got to allow that inner wisdom. I mean, your higher self, they know where you're going. You just have to believe. Don't let the ego take over. Just know that your intuition is always there to be on your side. It's the other part, when you get in your head, that confuses people. You know, that's a fact. So anyway, then you can find that inner strength and the resilience in the vulnerability. And that will bring you to the innate ability to get all that beauty and grace out of the darkest corners of every part of your being. See, you'll just transform it all. That's awesome. I believe we left off at deer, and that would bring us to these. And I'm getting here, with passion showing up in a reading about the hidden powers of your shadow, that I think that the power lies in accepting and channeling your passions into, you know, everyday life almost. It feels like for some of you, perhaps something that you really loved at one time got suppressed or labeled inappropriate or even just unworthy, okay? And this is inviting you to go back into that and explore that desire that you used to have. Uncover that hidden talent or creative expression that might have been pushed under the bed, for lack of a better analogy, okay? I just sense that by acknowledging your passions, you're going to be able to reclaim the real you. You know, and you're going to really have a great, renewed sense of purpose, joy, and really a fulfillment that you have been missing and longing for, you know? That is going to be a good thing. So just do that for sure. Then this being your final oracle card here of guilt. I hear them saying that the hidden power lies in healing and releasing the burdens of guilt that may be holding you back. They're telling you to confront any feelings of guilt and address them, okay? And then they want you to I'm putting it over there because you got to claim your power. Because somebody put those on you. Like, they made you feel like that, I think. And a lot of you guys, you know. But they're saying confront them, address them, and then examine where they came from. And the patterns that led you to that self-condemnation that you did. By doing that and bringing them all to the surface, you know, you can then forgive yourself. You can release the guilt and accept the real you. And that will in turn allow for all the growth you need to connect to your true you. And that, my friends, is a definite power to the shadow there. Oh, wow. That is so, so cool. So I'm, hold on. Okay. Well, so I just heard they want to tell you a little story. So let me get into this channeling vibe and then they can begin. Okay? I'll just let them speak through me here because I don't know what story they're talking about. So give me a minute here. Let me try to just get into that. Okay, I'm going to sit back in my chair real quick. So, I hope you can still hear me. All right, so. All right, ancestors, for group 1, go right ahead. In a world filled with intricate layers of existence, there lived a soul yearning to uncover the hidden power of their shadow. This soul embarked on a profound journey of self-discovery, guided by a series of mystical oracle cards. At the beginning of their quest, the hidden power of their shadow was to recognize and embrace their own godlike qualities, their inherent wisdom, strength, and ability to manifest their desires. As the soul delved deep into the exploration of their shadow, they stumbled upon a card that embodied the concept of the world soul, the interconnectedness of all living beings, and the natural world. The hidden power of their shadow lie in recognizing their profound connection to the web of life and embracing their role in the greater tapestry of the existence. Accompanying this card was another that represented unconditional love and compassion. The hidden power of their shadow here was to cultivate love and acceptance for themselves and others. Releasing judgments and limitations, it was an invitation to embrace the healing power of love and radiate it into the world. Further along their path, the soul encountered a card symbolizing inner strength, authority, and sovereignty. The hidden power of the shadow here was to tap into their own power, harnessing it with integrity and using the creative positive change in their life to help the lives of others. Then there was yet another, and this card stood for stability, grounding, and a sense of safety. The hidden power here was to find security within yourselves, to trust in your own ability and your own inner resources, rather than seeking external validation or relying on others for your sense of security. Yes, and now as the soul continued, they came upon this card symbolizing protection, wisdom, and longevity. The hidden power of the shadow lying embracing in their resilience and wisdom, learning to navigate the depths of their shadow with patience and perseverance. Not far from there was the card that represented gentleness, grace, and sensitivity. The hidden power of their shadow here was to honor the vulnerability inside of them, to create compassion for themselves and others, to embrace the gifts that come from accepting their own sensitivity. Now finally, the soul stumbled upon the card that represented feelings of remorse and self-judgment. The hidden power of the shadow was to release the grip of guilt, to forgive themselves and others, encompass self-compassion. It was an opportunity to heal all old wounds and move forward with this lighter heart. But right there beside it stood this desire of creativity and enthusiasm card. It was the hidden power of their shadow to tap into the passion that they had and finally unleash that creative energy that was all balled up inside of them and to ignite the fire within. It was a call to pursue their dreams and live the life infused with purpose and joy that they were meant for. And so, this soul ventured deeper into the hidden recesses of their shadow, weaving together the wisdom and power revealed by each of those cards. With guidance along the journey, they unlocked the hidden gifts that were potentially buried within their shadow. They embraced the divinity. They stood strong in their authenticity and radiated love and compassion in the world. They discovered that their shadow had the key to their true power, and they vowed to continue their exploration, shining light into the depths of transforming their lives in the process. May this story inspire you to accept every part of you, especially the hidden power of your own shadow. Hey, group 1. Okay, so a little bit of the video got lost because we kept talking and it stopped. So, but we're okay. It wasn't probably much that we needed to hear. I think we were done. I went back and watched, and where it ended, it seemed fine. Being that I was kind of channeling that, I don't know what was said, so I can't repeat it. And I apologize for that. But now we're going to get into the tarot cards. And these are the Moon and Star Tarot that you picked. And let's just give it a quick shuffle. And what it should do is clarify what we got during the reading. Okay. So let's just tap into your ancestors of my beautiful moonbeams of group 1. Ancestors, please, of group 1. What messages can you give us to clarify these oracles? Okay, I'm feeling that we're going to start. Thank you. Well, that's pretty nice. Couple more. Hold on. One more. There we go. This one right there. Thank you so much. All right, let's see what we have here. I think we need to be a little this way. Okay, well, we'll fix it. So we have, oh, let me show you. We had the 3 of Cups with celebration. And then we have the Page of Wands with invention. Along with the Queen of Wands with charisma. And now the 5 of Pentacles, insecurity. The Ace of Pentacles with growth. The 2 of Wands, planning. Beautiful. The Wheel of Fortune. It says karma. And finally, we have the Strength card with bravery. Of course. Yes. Oops, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bump that. I need to turn my fan on real quick. Okay, so I hope that's not too loud. Let me see here. I'm seeing here. Oh, that's in my way. I'm seeing here with the 3 of Cups, the Page and Queen of Wands, and even this Ace of Pentacles here. They're all suggesting to me that you're very creative and passionate individuals. Okay? You're full of new ideas and you're really eager, you know, to take action in life, I guess we'll say. You're also very good at manifesting your desires. And you're very likely to achieve success in anything you set your mind to. Now here with the 5. This 5 of Pentacles here and this 2 of Wands. They're making me feel, in a sense, that you're a little blocked or stuck in some areas of your life. And you're feeling a little limited by your circumstances. Or even maybe just, for some of you, afraid to take risks. Okay? But I'm also seeing that they're telling you, these cards are also saying that you need to face your fears and overcome your limitations in order to tap into your full potential. Now, these beautiful cards, the Wheel of Fortune and the Strength. That's saying to me that you are definitely supported by the universe on this path you're taking. You have the strength to overcome any challenge you ever face. Yeah. And you're gonna experience good luck and abundance. No doubt. Now back to the 2 of Wands. It's kind of saying that you're at a crossroads. Okay. And a choice about which direction you need to take is coming up. Which I guess is why there's some planning. But I feel like you're supposed to follow your heart and pursue your dreams. You know? Yeah. But overall, you have this hidden power that you're just not fully aware of. You know, the power relates to creativity, passion, and you can make anything you want from what you desire. Just face your fears, overcome those limitations, and then that way you can tap into your full potential. Trust me, the universe is supporting this journey. You're really likely to have good luck and abundance. Just as long as you follow your heart and pursue your dreams. So like some key tips I would have to say is, allow yourself to express your creativity in any way that feels right to you. That could be like writing, painting, dancing, whatever allows you to express your inner self. Follow your passion, definitely. What are you passionate about? What gets you excited? What gets you out of bed in the morning? Pursue that. And in you doing that, you're going to unleash that hidden power. Okay? But don't be afraid to step outside the box and just actually take some risks. Get out of that comfort zone. I know it can be scary. It's okay. But that's also where the magic happens. When you take risks, you open yourself to all the new possibilities and experiences in life. Just believe in yourself. You have the power to achieve anything you set your mind to. Believe in yourself, and you will find that anything is possible. Don't be afraid. There's nothing to be afraid of with that. I see it is really coinciding with, all of what those said. You can do it. Don't be afraid. And because you have the outcome in your court, per se. Okay? Well, let's get those last messages from your lovely ancestors. And that's right here in these 3. And they're just, it's a whole deck, but it's separated into 3 suits of planets, signs, and houses. And these are going to they can pertain to the reading, or they can be 6 different statements that your ancestors would like to tell you of completely different things, okay? So let's just see what they want to say as I just shuffle them real quick with your energies in them. All right. We'll start with planets. All right, ancestors of group 1, what message do you have for their last little part here? What's the last thing you'd like to say to your lovely, lovely offspring or whatever? Okay, I feel like that one was it. Thank you. Next, the signs. All right. Ancestors of group 1, please. Right here. And then, last but not least, the houses. Okay, this is going to be cool. I've had such a good time with you all. I really, really have. They've got lovely energy. And that little story they gave you was very unique. Okay, here we go. So for planets, we have Uranus. For the signs, we have in Pisces. Uranus in Pisces. And that is showing up in the 3rd house. Interesting. Okay. So it reads as follows. An unusual example of spirituality to ultimately experience your ideas. All right. Next sentence is a different way of looking at trusting your psychic knowledge of short-term thinking and trips. Okay. And the 3rd one on this side is an unexpected change resulting from the indecision of or about who or what is around you. Okay, let me read those all 3 again. An unusual example of spirituality to ultimately experience your ideas. Next, a different way of looking at trusting your psychic knowledge of short-term thinking and trips. And then, an unexpected change resulting from the indecision of or about who or what is around you. Okay, that was those 3. And then this part is your last 3. Your loving ancestors want to say, stir up the situation by using your dreams to make the right connections. Next, be open to new ideas about your idolization of the idea in question. Okay. And then lastly, invent a way to be a part of something overwhelming and get your ideas going. I love these. These messages stated one more time for this side. Stir up the situation by using your dreams, by making the right connections. Then, be open to new ideas about your idolization of the idea in question. I like that. The word idea is like kind of in all of it, or definitely is. Anyway, well, I guess you're supposed to invite it too. Invent a way to be a part of something overwhelming and get your ideas going. All right, group 1. Those were all of your messages from your lovely, lovely ancestors, whom I cannot express enough, have been just lovely. I have had the best time with you guys, your ancestors, all of this. I'm sending you so much love. I'm sending y'all in spirit so much love and light also. And I can't wait to get in touch with you all again. So if you liked this reading, please don't forget to hit like down below. Also, if you feel inclined to, please subscribe. It will help my channel grow. And not to mention, you'd see future uploads. And I would love to connect with your energies again. And other than that, please leave a comment. Feel free. You're not made to, but it would help me know that I'm connecting with you. So anything else you can think of that I need to do, please feel free to tell me that too. Other than that, guys, I really send you so much love and thank you for being here. I can't express how good this was. All right, so until next time, I send you all light and love. Bye. Hey, everybody of Group 2. All right, so if you chose Group 2, and that was with the CHIBI, I believe it's called, the CHIBI Tarot, then this is going to be your reading on the hidden power of your shadow. I'm going to put your tarot cards over there for later. And let's get into these. So here, let's just start with these first. All right. So now we have first, Rescuer. Oops, can you see that? The light attributes of Rescuer says, provides strength and support to others in crisis, acts out of love with no expectation of reward. A life preserver. They have a life preserver. Aww. And then the shadow attributes assumes that the rescued will reciprocate, keeps the rescued one needy. All right, but we're going to go with the light attributes because it didn't come up upside down or in reverse. Okay, so that's Rescuer. And then we have Destroyer. It's quite different energies, wouldn't you say? The light attributes say, releasing what is potentially destructive, preparing for a new life. The shadow attributes say, intoxication with destructive power, destroying others' dreams or potential. I'm having a little bit of speech problem. Perhaps you aren't speaking your truth. That's usually what I would get with that. And then, oh my, wow. Messiah. Now that makes me kind of feel what that one did. So the light attribute of Messiah is serving humanity with humility. And then the shadow attribute is exaggerated belief that you are the only means through which a cause can succeed. And like I said, so since these were all upright, I'm going to contribute the light attributes of you all. All right, let's, this is going to be the energy check. So we're going to start with Rescuer. And that makes me feel like a person called a rescuer in the archetype is often one that feels a strong urge to help or save others, as you see in the life preserver. You have a nurturing and compassionate nature. You're always ready to offer support and assistance to those in need. You tend to be selfless and usually put the well-being of others before your own. It seems you have a natural ability to empathize, thank you, with others and how they're struggling. And it seems to actually drive you with this deep desire to make their suffering stop. Okay, like you don't want to see anybody like that. You want to help everybody. You probably have a deep love for animals. Also in the same FX. Okay. And then just because I can, I'm going to go to Destroyer next. Wow. That's cool. Okay, so that's not really like, it's not the way you would think. I'll tell you that. I'm feeling like you have such a transformative and powerful force in you. The answers are say that with this archetype, you yourself often feel the sense of need for change and growth. Okay, you feel like you have to do that. You're willing to break down all at outdated patterns or beliefs that no longer serve a positive purpose in your life. It seems you have the ability to see beyond the surface, you know? You know which areas that require attention. Even though this can be very intense and disruptive at times in your life, you know, it serves the purpose of clearing that new beginnings way and making new growth, just like a volcano does. You know, like it causes destruction, but then it provides the soil with rich, abundant minerals, and then there's just luscious green, you know, forests. You know, I'm thinking of Hawaii. I've never been there, but I've seen it on TV. That's what I feel. And then it's also important for you to know that with this archetype, you need to make sure they're making this very, very important. You need to make sure you channel your energy constructively and find the proper way of this for sure. Because if you would not, it would lead to the bad side. You know, like where you would actually kind of want to hurt people and plow over villages or something. Now, I don't think you would want to do that, but you know what I mean. Okay? So that's what I got for that. That's kind of cool. So that's a very positive aspect of that. And then leading right into Messiah. So even though they're very different names, they're very, very, very similar in their energies. I feel like this is, you came to this place of earth in this life, and you have always had this feeling, this profound feeling and sense of purpose. And it's kind of called you to inspire and lead others. Your ancestors say that you know that you have a mission or a vision and feel driven to make this positive impact on the world. You are very, very, very good at leadership. You have that natural ability to inspire and uplift everybody around you, it seems. Messiahs also are seen as visionaries and change makers, you know? They're always out there trying to make the world a better place. And that's a beautiful thing. It seems it's important to say, for my group number 2s, to be mindful of your own well-being to avoid the burnout or burden of unrealistic or overwhelming expectations from others, okay? So just be mindful of that. So if that seems like you, then you have found the right reading. Okay. All right. So let's see what else we have. All right. I want to put this and these and these. Let's go with these. Okay. First we have the desert. Okay. The desert. Then, I love this card. Wow, the Bardo. Me and the Bardo get along pretty good. We have a lot in common, I think. We seem to understand each other real good. Okay, so going right here with the desert, I am seeing that you are... Wow, okay, so that's a lot. It's making me feel, ow, my elbow. Oh gosh. There's something you need to let go of, I felt. My elbow is aching to no goodness relief. Okay, getting back to the desert, sorry. I'm feeling like you need to either get into an area, an aspect of yourself that you withdraw a little bit and you get in some solitude, you know, like, or maybe you're already in that's part of your life where you're kind of just going inside yourself, or what we would call introspection, okay? And you're trying to, like, see all the parts of you, okay? Yeah, that's what I see. It's representing a phase in life where you may feel isolated, or let's say kind of disconnected. I just heard that there may be some of you who feel like they're stripped of some kind of familiar structure or like comforts that you're used to in some cases. Oh, I send you big hugs, group 2. Your ancestors are here with the invitation for you to go on this inner journey into the depths of your inner landscape, you know, introspective. And it's more likely a place where you're going to encounter what some might call challenges, you know. But what we're saying is that it's kind of where the hidden power of your shadow is, you know. They just said you have to face your fears, get in there, explore the vast expanse of your own soul. And yeah, this means taking down the no diving sign. I don't know what that means, but that's what I was said. Just heard. Take down the no diving sign and get in there. And that's going to be that self-discovery, because there's parts of you that you have either maybe buried away, you know. Yeah, you got to take this time right here to reflect on yourself, and then go for the big T, transformation. The ancestors just wish to teach you, you know, all the parts that they see, all the resilience in you, like all of this. Like, you might know that you're all of that, but then at the same time you don't. It feels like you just don't really understand, you know, that you are really pretty awesome and pretty tough. That's what I heard. You're really strong, they said. You have the ability to find all the inner resources that you carry. And maybe you feel like you're in a barren landscape, such as a desert. But you just got to embrace the silence so you can listen to your inner wisdom, or even call it your higher self. And you'll find the strength to get through these challenging times, or the ones that you're going to go through, or the ones you're in, whatever. You know, different people. It's a collective. Take what resonates, leave the rest behind. Yeah. Just do this and be open to what messages you're going to get, and trust that the wisdom that you get in that silence, it's going to take you towards that deeper understanding of yourself and the world around you. Because I know we all think, like, what is going on everywhere is crazy. You know, it really is. But that's okay. That's what we're here for. We're here to experience all this lovely craziness, I guess. The Bardo, it's feeling different to me than it usually does. You know, like, usually it feels like the Death card in Tarot, which is transformation, obviously, and it kind of has that, but there's a little touch more. I haven't quite picked up on what they're saying. It's just this real tiny little voice. I can't hear it real well. But what was that? Okay, I think I just heard this little small voice, and it seems to make sense now. Okay, here's what it said. As to be drawing inspiration from the Tibetan Buddhist philosophy? Yes. Okay. It represents liminal space, a threshold where one is suspended between the old and the new, the known and the unknown. Okay. Now they're saying there's a period of amazing change on the way. Okay. Yeah, so it's meaning transformation. Cool. All right. Let's see what else we got. Tarantula and hyena. Oh, I didn't show you. I am so sorry. I'm silly girl. Tarantula. That's some fiery energy right there. And I bet you won't believe it when I say it's got a little bit of transformative energy. And then this hyena card. Oh, come here. There we go. Hyena. I love this moon in there because it's like got the shadow side right there. And it's a sweet looking hyena. Yeah, I got a good feeling with that one. I did. Let's look at all of them. Let's get them all out. Ah, pretty. That's delight. And also new beginnings. Wow, guys. Oh my wow. That is too cool. And that kind of looks like the lava a little bit flowing down the valley from your volcano, huh? You see that? That's neat. And then I just want to look at them all, like I said. Okay. And then we have, oh, trickery. He's so cute, aren't they? He's a sweet dragon, I think. That's a sneaky squirrel, I bet. trying to, yeah, he is. Look at that big acorn and then all this snow on the ground. So he's like, I don't got enough and I want to trick you out of that one, I bet. And then, oh, that's nice. That's you. Service. Yep, I can feel you there. That is the Messiah, the rescuer, right there. You're always out to help people. No matter what. You're there. You're there. You're there. Cool. Okay, so what were we doing? The Bardo we left off on. Yeah. There is a time period where old patterns of any type is to be removed. Any beliefs or unrealistic ways you may see yourself need to be dissolved so that they can make way to the new beginnings so you can delight. I just heard all that. In the life you're meant for. Cool. Yeah. Wow. Excuse me. I need to get a drink. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. That's better. That's better. That's better. All right. So I'm hearing and feeling a lot. Oh. During this particular phase, don't be surprised if you end up with a feeling of being, oh, what is that? Okay, yeah, well, that makes sense. I feel disoriented. Yeah, and I feel really vulnerable. So I'm going to say that, yeah, don't be surprised if you end up feeling disoriented or even a little, perhaps, vulnerable. Just so you know, that's to be expected, okay? They also just said, actually, and they can take that away, that within this uncertain time and those feelings, that is what's going to bring this huge, amazing, beautiful, perfect, what you need kind of growth and awakening, okay? So they're here to invite you to just surrender to that. Go in that transformative space, you know? Surrender to the process and bravely embrace it. That with the uncertainty, and just know that there's going to be trust in the women, wisdom, well, maybe the women, of that. And I heard liminal space again. Liminal space. Interesting. Wonder why that's, well, I guess I know why. I would think it'd be vast space, but I don't know. But just know that they're going to be with you. They're always with you. They're emphasizing on the must-do part again of releasing attachments and surrendering control, and then embracing the flow of life's cycles. You got this. So go get it. All right. I'm going to go here. This tarantula is really spewing the transformation to me also, because, like, you know that they shed their skin to grow, just kind of like a snake, you know. So I didn't know that until I read about it, but they do. And it's kind of a primal, like, so they both really primal, actually. You need to shed those, like they just said. Oh my, that's cool. Shed the old skin, your beliefs, the patterns, everything that doesn't serve you. You got to go out there and grasp your own personal growth and the renewal, okay? It's calling to you. You have to confront the fears that you're going to go in, because you're going inside of yourself here. And you have to just face them. You're going to have to embrace the shadow side so that you can gain the ability to spin your own web of destiny. How sly you are, Spirit. How sly. I like your ancestors. Yep. Just as they shed their skin, you're urged to let go of what no longer resonates with your true self. Trust in the resourcefulness that you have as you go through this journey. I swear I just repeated what I said on the other cards, but honestly, that's what I was just told. So that's what they want you to definitely realize. And then with the hyena, I immediately, they're very communal people. Or not people, they're not people. Animals. They always are together. They're in a big, huge family packs. And they're always making that notorious laughing sound. Correct? So after you take this desert journey, I believe, of being in silence, I think this is where you're supposed to come out of it after doing all that. And then, because you're delighting in the new beginning, make time for playfulness. You don't have to be so serious all the time. The importance of laughter is just, oh my goodness, it's undescribable. You don't have to be so serious all the time. You need to go to the lighter side of life. Group 2, your ancestors need you to hear that you need to wake up every day and find joy and humor, even in the face of adversity. They are encouraging you to let go of that rigid expectation you put on yourself. And that's not me. That was what I just heard. You got to release all that seriousness you keep yourself in. And then you can start that new approach on life with that light-hearted attitude that you need to carry. It'll take so much weight off your chest and shoulders. You'd never even realize that you never had to have that in the first place. This is going to give you the amazing ability to balance your work and play. It's going to be so much easier. You're going to align, I think, with your true calling by doing so. And not only that, it seems that they just want you, okay, yes. They want you to experience all the values of social connections and get the cooperation you so desire, but you never seem to have the time or put the time into your own life for such things, okay? Well, I did say you might be leadership, so maybe you're like a very busy business person, or I'm not sure, but there's something that you need to have fun. Go out sporadically. Just do it. Just go have fun. I'm not saying like to not do something you have to do, but it's vital for your own well-being. And you know what? It feels like that it's going to bring a very close connection with another. And if not that, then a sense of camaraderie, yeah. Okay? That's cool. So everybody needs that. We have to have friends. This little trickery guy, though. This little guy right here. I seriously am feeling trickery is the aspect of this card. Let's look at him again. See him? He is dealing with Mr. Squirrel. Okay? So. Yeah, I mean, like the little Mr. Green Dragon, he's got this little playful, mischievous energy with the squirrel here. They both do. But it's saying to me something like, yes, a reminder, of course, to, just like hyena, approach life with a sense of humor and adaptability, and also try to be flexible. Now, you do see here, this little Mr. Squirrel, well, he kind of makes me feel like some quick thinking and resourcefulness and gathering, of course. But then, you got him, and he's really saying to me in the effect of like, transformation, quote unquote, I just heard passion of fire. Passion of fire. Somebody out there is going to know what that means, because that's what they said. Okay? Anyway. Well, now, with both of them together, your beautiful ancestors want to remind you to maintain a lighthearted perspective, be open to the change, and don't take everything too seriously. It's just like that hyena then. Listen to them because they're here. Unexpected solutions or perhaps some opportunities. Yeah, opportunities. But there's also this message that says for you to think outside the box. Okay, yeah. And now they most truly just want you to, they want to, oh yeah, just do something you never did. Or they never, I'm sorry. They want you to do something they never did. Okay? And that message really is, you're encouraged to make the effort to use the power of the element of surprise and go out on spontaneous, something spontaneous. Like go out for coffee just out of nowhere, or dinner or something. Enjoy life full-heartedly. So infusing the energy of trickery in a sense, that'll help you be more carefree, kind of. Yeah. Go get them kind of energy, I feel. Yeah, that'll bring such a fresh perspective to your life. Absolutely. And then on the other hand, with this card of service, it's showing us, this woman, she's sitting beside her mom laying in, it looks like a hospital bed, and then you see two people right there in spirit, and it just feels like the act of selflessly giving and providing support to others. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's just confirming up there. But there's something you have to say, because my throat has never been so crazy like that, Yeah, it's, there's possibly some type of spiritual aspect here too, like, perhaps you're very intuitive, You have to be with Messiah, I would think. Bardo. Oh, yeah. Let's see. But, you dedicate oneself to a greater greater cause. Because that's what the cards are showing, Yeah. Definitely some transformative power all through this. You're somehow maybe even in the act of serving others, like for a job. And maybe, if not, maybe that's something you're feeling called to get into. Yeah. You know what you best. And they want me to just say that they're not giving you a hard time. They love you. I'm not giving you a hard time. I'm just relaying the message. I'm not a doctor, and I don't play one on TV. I do not. This is just suggestions, but they are here beside you, encouraging you to connect with your compassionate nature. Never reel it in, but do take the time to do for you. Don't let it, don't let, don't let, I can't get that. Don't let yourself be ran over either, okay? That's what I heard. Somebody needed to hear that, for sure. Others of you, I feel like you're way too strong. That there is somebody that has this and just doesn't believe in that, okay? They also want me to tell you that our source, God, universe, whatever you so choose to call it, it's all the same. That love is always, it's inside of you. You carry it with you. It's always there for you. All you have to do is ask for guidance or help at times. Perhaps the answers you're searching for or whatever may be able to be given from, either your ancestors or your spirit team, your angels, all of it, but they can't interfere with us. So, you watch the signs though, and if you ask a question, just watch, and you'll be amazed at what will pop up, you know, when you start paying attention to the things around you. So, altogether, I'm thinking that you're kind of currently in a phase of reflection and growth. You know, you're navigating through, or going to start navigating through, some transformative journey. And this is where you're going to have to embrace all of you. And doing so is going to shed all that crap, excuse my language, but all the stuff that you don't need so that you can have your new beginning, okay? You just have to embrace the solitude for a little bit, you know, and then trust in your inner wisdom and allow yourself to adapt, to find the joy in the journey and connect with others. Remember that the challenges you face are the opportunities for your growth and your self-discovery, you know? So I'm going to have to say that the hidden powers of your shadow, as your ancestors probably are screaming, it feels like, at me to say, is, oh yeah, you intuitively understand people's needs, even when they are unspoken. You have this knack for sensing underlying emotions and giving the support that others require. You know, that Messiah rescuer all together right there. Often before they even realize it themselves, I just heard. Yeah, that's cool. So that hidden power of intuition allows you to offer life-changing care and compassion. You know what I mean? Which makes a profound impact on the lives of others. Another of your hidden powers is in the ability to ignite hope and belief in others. You know, your unwavering faith in the goodness and the potential of humanity, it just fuels your determination to create a better world. You know, embrace that hidden power of inspiration and leadership to bring out these profound shifts in the consciousness and the collective, you know, and that'll facilitate like this positive societal change. You just tend to carry this transformative and powerful force in you. And by that I mean, like, it seems you just have this ability to know things got to change in so many different ways. We talked about that. Yeah. Along with, you know, your perceptive nature, you pick up on a lot. You can just really see beyond the surface. See things have become stagnant perhaps, or, you know, you just don't need them. Your hidden power lies in your capacity to dismantle these barriers with the determination and courage that one needs to do so. You know, you carry in you the strength to break free from any limiting circumstance, which then allows not only for personal change, but it also gives the collective itself this ability to transform. Absolutely. Your ancestors ask for you to embrace all these hidden powers, to create the space for new beginnings, and to inspire others to embark on their own journeys for growth and evolution. Wow, that's beautiful, group 2. I got a little tear in my eye, honestly. Maybe some of you out there are really feeling like blessed that your ancestors told you that. And maybe, I don't know. Hey, while I'm thinking about it, I didn't say this and I wanted to. See these cards right here? This is a little special message that your ancestors want to bring forth after we do. Ow! Oh, the tarot. Oh, my ankle now. You guys got to step into your new role, I feel like. All right, Spirit, I'm done feeling all this, please. I'm going to move these up now, guys, so that we can make a little bit of room for your tarot. I mean, I want to be able to still see them, but let's just get some confirmation on what we got. So, oops. How about like that? Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. Oh, guys, this was a great reading. Very, very informative. I have to say, I got a lot of information through. So, All right, Spirit. What other messages can you bring forth, either as confirmation to what you spoke of, or if there's anything else you'd like to say? We would love, love, love for you to give us all the messages you can. Group number 2. What do you have, Spirit, Ancestors? Oh, well, there's one. Oh, group number 2. Group number 2. No. Group number 2's. Group number 2 in the house. I like that one too. And this little guy. And that little guy. This little guy. And this guy right there. Okay. So, let's see what we got. First, we have the High Priestess. Wow. Yeah. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Believe in your intuition. Okay. And then, next we have the King of Swords. Holy moly, he's the most powerful king in the deck. Good decisions, full of knowledge. Yeah. Oh, wow, the Empress. Guys. Wow. Big time of growth. Yeah. Get some new ideas brewing maybe, and great love of nature she does. I know that. She's usually pregnant in other cards. 3 of Wands. Oh, isn't she cute? She's so cute. You have what you need to prosper. Might even be some travel. That card usually tends to, but I'm not really feeling it. But the growth, oh yeah, look at the growth. Because the bamboo, you know. And she's so cute. Aren't they cute? Wow. No way, guys. The Emperor now. You guys are so powerful. You guys have got this. You're making the right decisions. You know, if there is anything that is being disputed with you, it's going to be resolved. I love Boba Fett. You got the King of Pentacles right under the King of Swords. Wow. You're stable. You're strong. You're generous. Oh, goodness. Don't worry about protection, because you're protected. Ace of Pentacles. Oh, my gosh, guys. You've got money all over the place. Prosperity, prosperity, prosperity. Well, it doesn't need to be money, obviously, but you're going to have a beautiful, beautiful life that you don't have to worry about anything. And then 8 of Wands. The 8 of Wands. Get ready to move fast, though. And this feels like traveling, both of them, right underneath each other. So perhaps some of you are going to be going on some kind of trip. Yeah. Excuse me, I need another drink. Pardon me. All right, that's better. Okay, so tapping into all these cards, I'm going to have to say that it is so cool how Spirit works, honest to God. Here, let's just follow along. So, you know, the High Priestess, like I said, intuition, when it's the hidden knowledge. Okay, that's kind of what she represents. And then we have a very logical, he's got reason and decisiveness to him, that the King of Swords. The Empress is creative, abundant. 3 of Wands, new beginnings and travel, perhaps some expansion. And the Emperor represents, you know, the authority, the structure, the discipline. Then we have, you know, wealth and material possessions with security, new opportunities, financial gain, material success. And then swift movement, like I said, action and some change. Okay, so with all those together, just as such, I feel like they are suggesting that you have a hidden power within you that you're not fully aware of. This power is related to your intuition, your creativity, and your ability to manifest your desires. You may be very well feeling blocked or stuck in some areas of your life, but you have the potential to overcome these obstacles and achieve your goals. Okay? This high priestess, it makes me feel like she's encouraging you to trust your inner wisdom, use your logic, make the right decisions, tap into that creativity and your abundance. Take the action and move forward with your plans. Be disciplined and focused with that. And then use the wealth of resources that you have at your hands to create a stable and secure life. Be open to the new opportunities and believe in the abilities to succeed, okay? And then, excuse me, take swift action and don't be afraid to change. So you have the potential to achieve all these great things if you're willing to embrace that hidden power and use it to create the life you desire. You may need to overcome the challenges along the way, of course, but you have the strength, like we were told earlier, and the resources to succeed. Isn't that awesome? I love it when that happens. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, ancestors. You have some really, really great ancestors, everyone. You sure do. And now we're going to let them give us their last message to you. Okay? So we're going to take a card from each of these. It's the planets, the signs, and the houses. And there's going to be 6 statements that I'm going to read to you. And they might have something to do with this reading, or they might be completely different ones. Okay. We'll just have to see. All right, ancestors of my group 2s. All right. I feel like this one wants to be there. Did you see how it was like glue? I couldn't get it to shuffle out. Thank you so much, Spirit. Ancestors of my beauty. All right. This one that time. Group 2s. And the last card from your message to your lovely, lovely group 2s. Thank you, Spirit. Let's see what we got, guys. So, first we have Saturn. Saturn in Gemini. Wow. We're having a Gemini new moon if you're watching at the time of upload. And that is in the 11th house. Okay, so your messages read as followed. Be realistic about what you want to be known for humanity's sake. Wow. Next, be concerned about what is believed about your hopes and wishes. Yeah, everybody should be. And then, you must wait before you can use the quickest way and do it for the future. That's right. You can't do it fast, but you can do it. The rest of the messages say, the maturity that brings information to explain freedom. Next, caution regarding communication about associations. Okay. And then there's limits imposed resulting from the fluctuations of your circle of friends. All right, so I like how, in my eyes, the way I see it, now you guys are you're going to know better. It seemed like the first 3 pertain to the reading, and these 3 are advice about what to either be aware of or be alert to. Let me read these to you one more time. The maturity that brings information to explain freedom. Caution regarding communication about associations. And then limits imposed resulting from the fluctuations of your circle of friends. And then also it was be realistic about what you want to be known for humanity's sake. Be concerned about what is believed about your hopes and wishes. And then finally, you must wait before you can use the quickest way and do it for your future. All right, everybody, that was your reading on the hidden aspects, or the hidden power, of your shadow side. A message from your lovely, lovely ancestors. If you liked the reading, please hit like below. And if you would, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button so that you can become a member of the channel and you can get my future uploads along with helping me grow. I would sure love to tap into your energies again. I had a wonderful time with this reading. I thought it was just great, and I hope you did too. So even feel free to comment. You're not needed to, but if you want to, it's all great. All right, everybody. You have a beautiful one. I send you all light and love. Thank you to your ancestors. And until we see each other again, I hope everything is just wonderful. You've got this. I love you all. Bye. Hey, group 3, welcome. So, if you chose, let's get all these. If you chose the Fairy Tarot, there we go, the Fairy Tarot, then this is going to be your reading. I'm going to set your tarot cards over here for now. These are the oracle cards that we pre-prepared in the previous part, because I like to say a lot of peace sometimes. All right, so let's see. This. We got them separated, kind of. This. All right, well, these cards here should describe to me your personality, and then that way it'll be an energy check for this reading on what is the power of your shadow side. This is a message from your ancestors. Okay, so hold on one second. I can see that these lights are going to be a bit of a problem for us. So let me take that off. There we go. I think that's a little better. Now we don't have that bad reflection. All right. First we have the card Judge. Okay, the light attributes of judges: balancing justice and compassion, managing the fair distribution of power. The shadow attributes: offering only destructive criticism, misusing business, legal, or criminal authority. Interesting. Okay, next we have Alchemist. That's a good one to have for a personality. The light attribute is transformation of the base motives and goals into golden wisdom. The shadow attribute says misuse of the power and knowledge that come through spiritual practice. Okay. And finally, we have, oh goodness, I don't know how to pronounce this. Dilettante? I don't know. Dilettante, I'm going to say. Light attributes: delights in the arts without having to be a professional, alerts you to the danger of becoming superficial in your pursuits. Okay. And then the shadow says pretension to much deeper knowledge that you actually possess. Pretension. Okay. So, interesting. Very interesting. I like that they're all kind of the same color there. And right away, I'm getting from this one, the Dilliant, or whatever we're going to call it. This feels like somebody who's curious and exploratory in general, okay? I guess they're often drawn to many different interests and hobbies, always looking for new experiences for the knowledge of it. This archetype, to me, tends to have a broad range of interests and enjoying dabbling in different fields, I'd think. It seems to be they're playful and open-minded with the approach to life. and always eager to explore new things, and that will help them learn along the way. That's what I'm getting from that one right there, just by looking at her picture and feeling this, you know, that's what I feel. And then let's go to this alchemist. Of course, this is perhaps, let me feel it. This is perhaps a person who has a lot of knowledge, or at least a deep sense of the word transformation. You know what I mean? Like they either know a lot of how to do it, or I'm hearing for some, if they can only accept that and do it from themselves. Okay. So like the transformation that would lead to inner growth. You're highly introspective. Like you go inside of yourself, and you possess the ability to turn challenges and experiences into opportunities for personal growth. All right. So with such a profound understanding of that power of the self-transformation, it seems like you have a really keen intuition, and you know when somebody's not telling you the truth. So, and as long as you embrace the change and understand that is an essential part of your journey, okay? Amazing things will happen to every part of your life. Cool. And then with Judge. Okay, so Judge is very interesting to me. This is like you have a strong sense of justice, and you know right from wrong, and you know you got a lot of fairness to you. You're very smart. You know, you're intellectual, and you got the ability to view many views to make the informed decisions you need to make in life. You know, you always are seeking the truth, and you want to maintain like balance and harmony in your surroundings and your relationships and your home life, you know, all that. And then you have a really keen, you know, eye for detail. Actually, you excel in that. And, you know, you're highly ethical, and you hold yourself and others to high standards. Yeah, definitely. So that's what I got with the Judge. So I'm going to say that your personality really combines all three of those, making you very curious, open-minded, always seeking new experiences with knowledge, okay? Deep understanding of the transformation, and you're skilled at turning all those challenges into opportunities for growth. All right? You're very fair, discerned, sharp mind, to make things right, or let's say at least make the best decisions you can. This personality kind of is characterized by the quest for knowledge, personal evolution, a desire for harmony and justice in every part of your lives and the world all around you. Okay? I think that's a really great personality, you know. If that sounds like that then this is definitely your reading. All right. So let's see what these cards are. I'm going to start with these ones. Come here, fingers. All right, we've got the Mountain. Oops, this way. The Mountain. I'm actually using my phone because the regular thing I record on is acting up. So I hope that I'll be able to figure out how to put it all together. All right, and then you also have the Mirror. I like that. I do. The Mirror and the Mountain. Neato. All right. Then we have the Oyster. And along with the Lion. Cool. Very strong. Yeah, we get that from your personality. So, cool. Also, we have Enlightenment. Enlightenment. Along with Bittersweet, if I could find the camera. Bittersweet. Enlightenment. I like those. Those are all, even though they're different colors, those feel a lot like spiritual, you know? A lot of these cards actually are making me feel like they're resembling each other, which is very good. Then we have the card of Action. Okay. And finally, new beginnings. Cool. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Wow. Look at that. I'm just trying to look at it closer up. That is really neat. Really neat. Okay. Wow. Let's see. Where do we want to start? We're going to start with the mirror, I guess. I'm being shown that there is a real need for you to just to look inside yourself so that you can explore the shadow parts of yourself. And then maybe you can confront them and also not judge those hidden parts. Not judge them. No pun intended, I'm guessing. But they're the parts that you have either repressed or ignored. Your ancestors say that's a deep self-awareness time, you know, to gain insight into your patterns and behaviors. Your ancestors are also saying that journaling or engaging in such activities as maybe meditation or therapy can be beneficial in uncovering this so you can understand you better, okay? You know, they want you to sit and just kind of reflect on your past experiences and patterns and even relationships, I just heard. For some of you, like to gain that deeper insight on how your shadow actually operates. You know, I'm feeling that there is just a ton of stuff that you don't exactly embrace. And even like this mountain card, I can see in it that, like, do you see how there is a person inside that mountain? Like it's lit up in flames. That is you trying to, you have to climb that mountain, do all that, and go inside and actually speak with you. Okay, if that makes sense to you. We'll go further, and I'm sure it will start if it doesn't yet. All right, so with the lion and the mountain, I'm feeling they're both talking about the courage. You know, on the journey that lies ahead. Okay. You're going to have the courage, the resilience to face the shadow head on. And by accepting that, that means confronting those fears and those limitations and possibly those deep-rooted beliefs that, you know, somebody imposed onto you that are kind of holding you back. Your ancestors are saying they want me to remind you of your inner strength because you do have it. And you must accept them vulnerabilities. Oh, pardon me. That's my alarm. Okay. Excuse me. Well, we'll just take that as confirmation. That's what I see that as. Okay. Accept that in you, because you have the determination required to overcome these hurdles. You know, they also just said be patient and persistent when you're in your shadow work. Because it's going to be a little challenging when you're face to face with your shadow. But remember that the rewards and growth, you know, are worth the effort. Maybe seek some support from trusted friends or a therapist, possibly. I mean, like, there's no shame in that. Anyone who can offer you guidance and encouragement along the way. One more thing on these two cards. The ancestors are encouraging you to step into the power and express your authenticity. Unapologetically is what I just heard. Owning who you are. Okay? Don't let anybody try to steal that from you. Or if they have, get it back. Because you know it's in there. Alright? You want to showcase your unique gifts and embody that personal power of yours. You know, like, allow all of the aspects of your identity to flow. You know? Especially the qualities that make you strong, bold, and courageous. You know? Heck yeah. That's awesome. Oyster. This oyster is like really, really like, It's also kind of saying to me, like, there's going to be discomfort. Because, you know, like, okay, when it gets a piece of sand in it, it doesn't like that in there. And it pushes it and pushes it and rolls it around. And that's what makes the pearl, though. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm getting a little bit of throat stuff. Excuse me. So possibly you need to speak up. You need to be you. Oh, okay. That's, yeah. So, this card here says, through that transformation process, you will find the pearl. It's just waiting. The beauty of that is waiting to be discovered. So, like, embrace that growth. And, it's also like just going with all this. Your ancestors are saying for you to practice the self-compassion a lot. You have to have patience. That is very, very, very strong in this reading. It's going to be an ongoing process. You just have to understand that you have to allow yourself to grow at your own pace. Don't try to rush yourself. So just be patient. Yeah. And, by doing this, it's going to be invaluable to you in the long run. You will become the person you've always known you are. Okay? Definitely. Okay, so like with this action, the new beginnings, and the bittersweet, all of these three, they're literally talking about what those just did. I mean, they emphasize the need for your active engagement, take responsibility for your own healing of that. Okay. They're really, I just heard it again. Like, somebody out there needs to know that it is okay to go and talk to a therapist or do some kind of therapy. Okay. It could even be like, if you don't want to go to a therapist, you could possibly like do some meditation or healing, energy healing, okay? Or maybe you can find some local workshops that are focused on shadow work. Maybe that's possible in the area of which you may live, I fortunately only live about 3 hours from someplace I would be able to do that. But anyway, that's not bad. I have went. I have definitely went. But, yeah, they're really, really saying it's time to take responsibility for this healing of yours. You have to do it because you're better than that. They hate to see you so held back. Let's say that feeling. I'm getting the feeling of held back. But this is the opportunity to recreate yourself and build a life you're aligned with. That's aligned with your, higher self. What you're meant to come to be here for. That's what it's going to do. That's how powerful your shadow is. You just go in there and you just face it and say, we're going to fix all that. And, there is going to be a lot of emotions you hit. There is going to be uncomfortable emotions that may arise and maybe even painful memories, But you can do this because that's what this one here, this bittersweet, is the nature of. Just go ahead into that shadow, find your wisdom and growth from that. Dive into the depths of that emotional experience, okay? Look at her. She's sad, but look here. I feel like that's your spirit guides or your ancestors or somebody, coming to, it's okay. We got you a cake and you've got this. You're going to do it. And look, there's a dove of peace there. It's a good card. Very good card. I think, and also in doing so, you will become enlightened. You are connected to the God source energy anyway. We all are. Just get back in there and don't let anybody tell you any different. Because if they do, they're just trying to steal the thunder. Excuse me again. Okay, so with the new beginnings, this is about the new chapter that's coming after you go through all this, okay? After you release all the old patterns and beliefs and attachments that aren't serving you anymore. Just like this bittersweet card said, honor your emotions through the shadow work. Allow yourself to feel deeply. And then seek healthy outlets for that emotional release, such as journaling, maybe some art. Yep. Art. Or talking to a good friend. Just remember that embracing the shadow means the full spectrum of them human emotions we have. Yay, huh? We do. We've got a lot of them. But that's what we come here for. Nothing to be ashamed of. Specifically, this is saying to seek out something spiritual that supports you in this time of shadow work, okay? You know, be mindful. Meditation and energy healing, I just heard again. Definitely. It'll get you that connection to your higher self, for one, if you so choose, and you'll gain some spiritual insights just through that stuff that you wouldn't even believed. So just, you know, like, believe in that whenever that comes to you. Know that that is something for, like, your greater self-awareness, okay? So overall, all these cards are kind of saying to me that your shadow work is going to lead you on this transformative journey of self-discovery and growth, you know? They're encouraging you to delve deep into those hidden recesses of your being, and you're going to have to confront those fears. Embrace your authenticity. You'll find wisdom within those challenges. By embracing that hidden power of your shadow, you're going to lead to some profound self-awarenesses. You're going to empower yourself. There's going to be a spiritual evolution of some sort, in fact, perhaps for some of you. This is the advice of your ancestors, and they're just wanting to provide practical suggestions, honestly, and reminders to support you during this suggested exploration of the hidden power of your shadow, okay? That's all it is. I'm not a doctor, and I don't play one on TV. I'm just stating the messages that's coming across from your beautiful, beautiful ancestors. Okay? So now let's get into some tarot. And then at the end, you see over here, I have, oh, maybe you can't see. Oh, yeah, you can see them. There's 3 over here. We're going to get an extra message from your ancestors. 6 statements. It could either be about this or not, because the other 2 piles, one was and one wasn't. So we'll see. And that's what we're going to get into now. All right. So let's get into this beautiful tarot deck. Yes, yes, yes. That was very good. I hope that that made sense to you for this part we just did. Hang on a second. Let me just adjust this, push these up a little bit so we can have room for the tarot cards. One moment. All right, group 3s. With your beautiful fairy tarot deck. All right. Please, spirit ancestors of my lovely, lovely little moonbeams of group 3, please, please come through. Let's get some either confirmation on what we just spoke of or some type of messages about the power of their shadow. Thank you. My group 3s. Interesting. Whoa. Okay, we're getting an extra one. Thank you. Set that there. All right. So, for the first card, we have the Queen of Autumn. Oh, shoot. Hold on 1 second. I forgot to remember what these were. Pausing you real quick, my loves. Thank you very much for waiting. Okay. I found out, and I wrote them down on a little cheat sheet. And I should have went by the green because the Queen of Autumn represents the suit of Pentacles, okay? So, generous, stylish, gracious, and practical, it says. Be practical with respect to how you proceed. The ability to make anything more beautiful. Meeting someone who can help your dreams come true. Isn't that nice? Oh. And she's definitely magic. I'm seeing her, and I can see her ancestors all swirling around her. And then there's this little rabbit right here. So abundance is definitely coming forth. And I just felt that you're a very good parent, if whom of which are all very good parents. And if you're not a parent yet and going to be, then you're going to be a good parent. Take it as it resonates, as such always. So there we go. Next we have Prince of Autumn, which would be the Knight of Pentacles. And this says dependable, protective, chivalrous, humorous. And then down here it says cautious but wise action, meticulous attention to detail, and kindness to others. He seems a bit strict just by feeling him, but I feel like there is a growth period coming and you need to be responsible in the decisions of which you have coming, and just something about be careful on who and what you trust. Use your intuition on that. Okay. That's what I just that's an extra piece. Wow. Look at that. Y'all see me pull these. You know I didn't get them from the same part. The Three of Pentacles now. How wonderful. Abundance is flowing, guys. This guy makes me feel like the magician. Let's see what he says. Follow your passion when it comes to your career. Be the best at what you do. Absolutely. Being compensated for your creative talents. And you can see him. That's why I felt magician. He is manifesting something up. He's just whipping it all up and getting it ready, and he's getting it done. As are you guys. Lovely. Okay. Next we have, oh, no way. No freaking way. I love you, Spirit. All right, we have the Magician. And that says you can do anything. Take charge of your life. You can manifest what you need to be a success. And that is a fact, guys. Lovely. So cool. All right. The Nine of Spring. Now, the Spring card is Wands. So, I love the ladybugs. Protect the fruits of your labor. That's right, because you manifested them, you might as well. Prepare for possible challenges that lie ahead. Environmental conservation. Thank you. Conservation. I get this feeling that she is watching somebody that something's going on that you're concerned with. Not that you're doing, but that you're concerned with. And you are watching them. And I believe that you're doing the right thing in watching them, because that feeling you have that something fishy's going on, trust your gut, guys. Trust your gut. Okay. Unity. Oh, that's nice. Okay, so Unity. That is the Hierophant in this deck. Oh, sorry. And he says, do the right thing for the right reason. Compare traditional versus new approaches to see which works for you. A spiritually minded community. Okay, so that is, like some people used to do it this way. Other people do it this way. What one works for how you do it? And that's the one you got to do. And look at you mentoring. I can see you mentoring the young ones there. And they're just listening, and they're going to do the same. They're going to take what you say, add to it, leave some. That's what we do. Now we have the Queen of Summer. And the Queen of Summer is going to be the Cups, which is, suitable like water. Loving, comforting, emotional, and intuitive. That is you. Listen to your heart. Intuitive insights you can trust. Taking care of others. Perhaps too much? Question mark, question mark, question mark. We spoke on that. These are just very, 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 very lovely. Wow. And then we finally have the King of Winter. And he is knowledgeable. And of course, Winter is going to be the swords. He is knowledgeable, experienced, fair-minded, unemotional. So he says, get advice from someone professional. We've heard that. And objective. Public speaking. Unemotional relationships. Okay, now we were supposed to go inside, get into you, right? And I mean, even with Judge, that makes sense. Wow, guys. But you are meant to... Oh, my goodness. I'm sorry. I keep seeing... Look at that beautiful white owl there. You have so much wisdom. But you are meant to, you know, kind of release some of that rigidity, I believe. And not be so... perhaps unemotional and embrace a little bit more humanesque, I just heard. Humanesque qualities. And your bonus card was the Three of Summer. So the Three of Cups, okay? And that is, oh, that's pretty cool. News worth celebrating. Announcements such as weddings, graduations, or birth. Friends you cherish. Well, as soon as I looked at it, I seen friends that you just are having so much fun with. You are embracing all that you should. But maybe perhaps for some of you, there is going to be an announcement such as a birth. It is that time of year, if you're watching this when this video is posted, that we are having graduations also. Or maybe there's just going to be a wedding or perhaps a new baby. I don't know. To each of you, it's going to be different, but you definitely have some really good friends out there. So lean on them when you need to, guys. Lean on them when you need to. Okay, let me see. What do we got here? Excuse me. So let's start back here with the Queen. Like, she doesn't look like she's really... Oh, glare. She doesn't look like she's really doing anything, but that's not the point, because within all of this energy swirling beside her is just... She doesn't have to, because she has the power, the ability to make anything whatever she wants it to be. She's got creativity even at her command. Perhaps you have creativity at your command. You can have whatever you want, and I'm pretty sure you do. Just with us leading the reading at the Queen. You either have the ability to run a small company, or you do run something without even breaking a sweat. It doesn't, it's like, I do it every day. Guys, of course, perhaps you do. A large family, I just heard, or a small company. Same thing if you ask me. And then the Prince, let me think. So with the Prince, I'm guessing cautious but wise. Oh, I just said what that says. I apologize. That's not what I was reading, though. I promise you that. Oh. This guy has a plan. And you got it figured out from A to Z with backups and options and whatever you need if you need them. All right? You've got it done. You're trustworthy. You're courageous. You're kind. You're protective. And you are watching out for you, finally. That's what I just heard, finally. You might not be as fast as some of the other nights because, you know, even though you got a plan, doesn't mean you're swooping into it. But you do have a plan, and you're going to do it when time is needed to do it. And not a moment before then. Not a moment before then. But there's still this sense of you have so much more to you with these two beside each other, especially, but them being in conjunction. You have more than you're giving yourself credit for. You are a very, very masterful craftsman. And something that you are doing right now is going to lead you to all of this abundance that you so desire and so are in need of. And just know that don't let anybody tell you you can't, because you can, and you are, and you will. No way, shape, or form can anybody take that from you. You are so accomplished. But, you know, you've had some excellent training. Probably, I just heard from those ancestors. They got some comedians out here. They're lovely. Oh, I promise you they are. That's a lovely energy I've connected with this whole reading. And that makes it very nice. I'll tell you that. Let me think. I'm going to have to say that, you know, you do something that's very intense, and I would still say, please consider whatever I said about you watching somebody, and you're right, because that's the sense I got when I first touched that card. But I'm also getting just a general message of, you know, you are all about the world and like the environmental. Okay, so like the environment. I'm not saying that, you know, you're out there trying to make the world all recycle everything and don't use plastic bottles and that. But you know how intense it can be out there. And you do know that it is important for us all to do our little part. And that's what you're doing. You're trying to get everybody to see that. Which kind of coincides with unity. You know, like you're trying to unite the forces to make this completely work, you know, maybe you're getting something that you're coming up against a snag or something, but you have that support group right here. You have a support group out there. Your friends are up there right above you and with you, not above you. They're not above you. I'm sorry. They're not above you. They're right there with you. And anything you need, you just have to ask. So ignore this guy with, you know, being unemotional and just kind of withdrawn. You have to accept those beautiful friends that you do have, because you do have some of the most important people that you could ever imagine in your life, and those are your friends. This beautiful queen, she's so loving, it says, and she is emotional. How interesting. Emotional, unemotional, right beside each other. Let me think on that one for a second. Wow. I wonder what could that mean? I think you're taking on some kind of important cause. And you're protecting somebody who needs you to protect them. That's it. Okay. But you have to, promise me this. Whenever, you know, and I think this is true. You are always used to being the one that gives and gives and gives and does this protecting, right? But guess what? You have to let, and I've had to learn this, and I'm still learning. We all are. It's a two-way street. And if you're going to give, you have to be open to get. So, with that being said, if you're going to give this love and this emotional support to somebody, you have to be willing to take it back and let somebody give it to you. That's what it said. That's what it is. That's how it is. Yes, you are an intellectual person. No doubt about it. But being so smart, you should know that energy goes, energy takes. It's a circle. It's a spiral. That's how this world is kind of made. Like, it just flows. There's no boxes and corners. Only man makes boxes and corners and square cards. But anyway, so please just keep that in mind. Your ancestors just said they're not trying to give you a hard time. I'm not trying to give you a hard time, certainly. I'm just fooling with you because that's kind of how they feel. They feel like they're just a bunch of happy-go-luckies sometimes. Okay, they want me to pull your last few messages, and I would be glad to. So this is going to be the six extra message signs for you. Okay, so I believe it goes planet, sign, house. That's why I set that one aside. All right. Ancestors of my lovely group threes, please tap us in and get us your last message for them. What would you like to say to them? One more card reading, whatever. And it doesn't have to pertain, of course, to this shadow. So there we go. There's your card. Thank you. And then we have this one. Ancestors, your last message to our lovely, lovely little moonbeams of group 3. Oh, I felt like that one. Yes, I did. And finally, last card for this part. They're here with us. Yes, they are. They have been, but you know. All right, ancestors. Last message for the lovely group 3s. What do you have? Thank you. I'm going to tell you guys right now, you have a lovely bunch of family on the other side. And I'm sure here too. Just love and embrace them. And know that they send you love every day. And they're there if you need them. Okay, so first we have Saturn. Saturn was in another reading also. In Libra. Boy, I'm glad I mixed it around because this is the way it goes. I would have been reading the sentences weird. And then it's in the 10th house. Saturn in Libra in the 10th house. Okay, your first group of messages read as such. Be realistic about relationships responsibly. Okay. Next, be concerned about the beauty of success. And then, you must wait before you can do it with your partners and become a person of power and status. Is that so? Let's read those all three one more time. Be realistic about relationships responsibly. And then, be concerned about the beauty of success. And you must wait before you can do it with your partner. Quotations, partner or partner or partners. And become a person of power and status. Okay, those are your first group of messages. Then your other 3 messages from your ancestors read as such. The maturity that brings cooperation to perfect your destiny. Let me read that again. The maturity that brings cooperation to perfect your destiny. Then, caution regarding decisions about where you're going. And then finally, limits imposed resulting from the fairness shown by your career. Interesting. You guys are going to know what those mean more than I am, but I will read them one more time. The maturity that brings cooperation to perfect your destiny. That's what you're going to get, I think they said. Yes. The maturity that brings cooperation to perfect your destiny. That's what you're getting. Then, caution regarding decisions about where you're going. And limits imposed resulting from the fairness shown by your career. All right, my lovelies of Group 3, I am sending you all so much love. If you enjoyed the reading, please hit like. If you have a comment for me down below, I'd love to hear anything you had to say, any suggestions, anything that even resonated. It would help me know that I'm resonating with somebody out there. And then please subscribe. It would help me grow my channel. And then you would also know when I upload future videos. So, for me and your ancestors, we'd love to say we thank you for being here. And we send you both, or I send you both, light and love. Until next time, I'd like to say have a great one and bye.